Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on a hidden Etsy print-on-demand goldmine, a product that most sellers have never thought to list, but that's already cleared over 130K in sales in just one single year from just one listing. And this product doesn't just sell at Christmas time, it can sell year-round. Not many people know that you can actually create this product with print-on-demand. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you step by step how to launch this proven product in your own Etsy shop today. First off, let's head on over to Etsy so I can show you the exact research process that I use to uncover this hidden product, as well as the proof of demand. And make sure you guys stick around until the end because I'll be sharing some tips and strategies that you can use to increase your average order value, as well as some new additional niches that you could take this product into. I'm going to head on over to Etsy and I'm going to type in the keyword Christmas, which is super broad, but that's exactly why we start here. We want to see what shoppers are typing in during Q4 and then drill down to find those lower competition opportunities. Next, I am going to apply some filters here. I'm going to sort this by physical item and then by Etsy's best and star seller. And then I'm going to go into the URL and switch out the word star for best. And now I'm ready to run my Etsy radar. And this allows me to quickly see the best sellers for this keyword. Next, I'll run my Etsy radar, which is a Chrome extension that syncs to your Etsy shop. And now I can quickly see the price, monthly sales, monthly revenue, total revenue, views, listing age, etc. Really important data points to help us to make data-driven decisions for our Etsy shop. So Etsy Radar shows us a lot of other data points as well. One of them being whether or not an item is personalized. And just to give you a clue as to what type of product this is, Etsy Radar and this page is showing me about 65 listings and only 17 of them aren't personalized. Pretty much over 80% of these listings are personalized. That just shows you the power of personalization on Etsy. Another interesting data point is whether or not the items have free shipping. And as you can see here, the majority of the items actually do not have free shipping. The majority of these listings have paid shipping. And just a heads up, depending on which type of plan you have, this is the lifetime plan that I'm showing right here. Some of the data may be blurred if you have the lifetime plan and you don't have the pro plan. However, all of the really important information like total revenue, monthly revenue, monthly sales, features like whether or not it's personalized or has free shipping, as well as the type of badge, those are all included in the lifetime plan. And if you want, we can sort by different things like monthly sales, revenue, total revenue. Next, I'll sort by total revenue. And this is exactly how I discovered this lower competition product. This product has only been listed for about a year and has already made over 130K in revenue. Right now, Profit Trade's offering a lifetime deal of a one-time payment of $67 that includes unlimited searches on Etsy Radar and their other Etsy research tool, the Product Finder. Just a heads up, I don't know how long they'll be offering this deal, as typically Etsy research tools like this are monthly subscription-based and cost over $300 a year. So come Etsy Radar and I'll share the link to the lifetime deal, or you can grab it in the description. All right, guys, here is the product that's blowing up on Etsy right now, and for good reason. Personalized Christmas platters like this Grandma's Favorite Cookies plate are the perfect combination of unique, giftable, and meaningful. Buyers love them because you can add the names of kids or grandkids, turning them into a true keepsake that's not just for the holidays. It's something grandmas will proudly display year-round. And this product can actually hit so many niches, from Christmas gifts, family gifts, Mother's Day, Father's Day, even weddings or anniversary keepsakes. So while this is definitely a top seller for Q4, you can keep making sales with this type of product throughout the year. And this is definitely not an oversaturated market yet. While mugs and t-shirts are crowded in the marketplace, personalized plates and platters like these have way less competition, but just as much, if not more, buyer demand. And here's examples right here. We see a grandmother's garden platter. So that's marketed for grandma's birthday or for Mother's Day. Here's a cookie for Santa plate. So these are really popular right now on Etsy as well. I've seen many bestsellers with that niche. And here's a Father's Day grilling platter. So there's just lots of things you could do with just this product. And you might be thinking, but Angel, this is personalizable. I don't know any print-on-demand providers who provide something like this. However, these are actually available through Anywhere POD, which is a personalization automation tool. So in addition to being able to automate the personalization on this, which, would be really time consuming, you also have access to these exclusive products. So now let's head on over to Anywhere POD so I can show you guys step by step how to create these products. Next, we'll head over to Anywhere POD. This is a personalization automation tool that also has exclusive print-on-demand suppliers. And they just launched their biggest update ever, which is the one-click Canva integration, which is going to blow your mind how easy it is to create these types of products, especially combined with AI tools. If you want to follow along, I have a link in the description that you can use to try Anywhere POD for free for 30 days using the code ANGEL30. Once you've created your account in the dashboard, you can connect to Etsy, as well as your Canva account. But for this specific product, we'll need deco plates. So you'll click connect here, and then these instructions will pop up. And you'll be requested to fill out this application. Just be sure to enter Anywhere POD in the field that asks, how did you hear about us? Because not everyone is actually accepted by this printing partner. However, if you put Anywhere POD, they will accept your application. I personally was able to download this form and fill it out on my laptop using Adobe Acrobat. I was even able to add my digital signature, or you can just simply print this out and fill it out. It only takes a couple of minutes. And I received my email with my PK number, which you'll input here when you connect to DecoPlate, within a few minutes of emailing my form to DecoPlate. And honestly, I really appreciate this step, to be honest with you, because it does lower the competition threshold, because a lot of people aren't going to take the time out to fill something like this out, making it a lower competition item. So definitely take the time to fill out. Once again, it does not take long. It's not difficult. And then you'll have access to a lot of these amazing, unique products. So once you're ready to design your plate, you're going to click on DecoPlates, View Products, and they have a lot of different products. In fact, there are so many ways that you could create a set. So like maybe a kid set of silverware and a place setting. And I could see a grandmother honestly like buying a setting for each child, like having their own cocoa mug. So there's a lot of ways to add value to this to increase your average order value. So don't be afraid to really think outside of the box here. But for today's video, what we're going to do is focus on the platter. Then you can select Start Designing. And then you can connect your Canva account. And if you're using a different type of software like Kindle, for example, then you would just go to Upload Artwork, or you can upload from a library. I actually want to use their design template, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And then I'm going to go to Design Templates. And then I've downloaded that. That will lead you to a link to a template that will go directly to your Canva account. So I'll go to View Template. And then you have the exact canvas size that you need for the platter. Now, if you prefer, you can design right there on the platter. However, I'm just going to open up a blank canvas. And now I'm ready to create my design. So next, I'm going to add text to my canvas here. Add text box, make that a bit larger. I'm going to make this say grandma's. Now, another way to add value to this would be to also try different nicknames of grandmas. So maybe having it say Mimi's Christmas Cookies or Gigi's, or other popular names for grandmas, because some buyers do search for those specific types of keywords. So they may search for gift for Mimi, gift for Gigi. You could even add grandma and grandpa's names here. So always be thinking of ways to add new value to this. I do want this to be a script font. So I'm just going to search for script fonts and scroll down until I find one that I like. I really like this Moontime font. This is a Canva font. And then I'm going to duplicate this, bring it down, and change the text to Cookie Crew. And I want this to be a really whimsical, playful, handwritten font now. So that's more of a duo font. And then I'm going to switch it to this Hearts Rainbow regular font. This is a really fun, playful font that I found on Creative Fabrica, which is my go-to website for really unique fonts. I do have a link in the description where you can get 10 free downloads from Creative Fabrica for free. Now I'm ready to add graphics to the design. Now I can add some graphics from the library as long as it's part of a unique design. I think that this is really cute here, as well as this graphic. Or you can go in and add a different type of cookie for each child. Now, I'm not seeing exactly the type of gingerbread men that I would like. So I'm going to generate my own with AI. So in the left toolbar here, I'm going to scroll down to Magic Media. Then I can type in my prompt and then select Generate Image. And then you can select your favorite one, or you could re-prompt it. Now, I really like this one, but I don't want it to have the background. So I'll try this one and then remove the background. If that doesn't work, then I will change the prompt. Actually, that removed it pretty well. I don't see anything. And now I'm going to make a girl version and then regenerate that. I'm going to try this one here and then remove background. I'm pretty happy with this. And next I'm going to make one that is a paw print for a pet. I think that this adds a lot of value. I think that pet lovers would really enjoy having that. And not many people are offering that. And so it's just another way to add new value to the market. Okay, so I've updated my prompt here. And I like this one here. So I'm going to use this one and remove background. Next, we're ready to add the personalization aspect. I'm going to use this font here. I'm going to duplicate this and place it under graphics and make up a name, and then duplicate this again, and then go under and add a name under each graphic. And then I also want to add the year somewhere on the platter just to add another aspect of personalization. And people specifically search for gifts with the year on it as well. I'm going to change this to 2025. So once I'm really happy with my design, I can go ahead and download this. And I think it adds a lot of value to the market. I think the graphics are actually super cute. And I really think that this would stand out against the competition. And if I have any extra pages, I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I'm going to be importing this into Anywhere POD. So now that I have just my single design here, I'm ready to import this. And now I can show you guys the magic of the new Canva integration. And this is kind of mind-blowing to me. I'm going to select Canva, find the design template that I just created, and I'm going to select import layers. And now all of these layers have imported directly into Anywhere POD. And you'll notice that the font is slightly different. That's simply because that Anywhere POD may not have that particular font. And so I'm going to go in and upload a similar font or just look for one that they already have in their catalog. So I'm going to go through and edit these as needed. So I did already upload this font from Creative Fabrica. It's called Hearts Rainbow. So I'm going to select that here. And then once again, I'm going to make the year customizable as well. That way, if this is a design that sells in the future, which I certainly would expect it to, I can easily change the year. And then I'll go through and I will update each name. I will make sure to select personalize because I do want all of the names to easily be changed to any name. So I ended up finding a font. It's the Butterfly Kids, I believe is what it's called. That's already included in the Anywhere POD catalog that I actually liked even more than what I had before. Or I could upload the original font that I used. They do have a ton of different fonts, and I'll make sure to mark this as personalized. I will keep this as dynamic just in case there's a longer name I'm going to use. And then if there are any images that I want to be personalizable, so maybe I want them to be able to be moved around or change it out for a different graphic, I am going to make this personalizable because that way I can change it out for different graphics if I want to use the paw print there, or if I want to use the gingerbread girl, or just completely change around the design if maybe there's only 2 children, for example. So this will allow me to be able to keep that field personalizable. And I'll do the same with the rest of the images. And then I'm going to select Create Product. And you can select whether or not you just want the platter as is, or if you want a platter with the stand. For this product, some people do like to have the stand because I like to actually display them. I'll go ahead and select both. That way my customers can have a choice. And this is the mockup that's automatically generated through Anywhere POD. However, I do recommend uploading additional professional mockups. So one, for example, that is more Christmas themed. And you can easily add new mockups here. And you can easily create templates so that anytime you use a specific product, it will automatically use that specific template and even know where to place the design, making mockup creation so much faster. Then you'll go ahead and your product title, and this is something that you can go back and fix later if you'd like. You could go ahead and publish and then edit over in Etsy if you'd like as well. They do have AI generation that can help you with creating your title. However, the best SEO that you can create is through your own research on Etsy. You can go ahead and add a custom description. They also have an Etsy analyzer tool here that helps you create tags. And then you can go ahead and edit your prices and your profit margins, whether or not you want to add a bundle, and then save. You can even enable live previews. So your customers, when they go in, they can actually edit these themselves and see in real time exactly what this is going to look like. And this is such a time saver because then you don't have to send design proofs back and forth to your customer. They can approve it right then and there. This also helps increase conversion rate. And then once your Etsy shop is connected, you could push this directly to your Etsy shop. And by the way, I have a Christmas Trends 2025 cheat sheet that has additional ideas of how you could add new value to this product, as well as new niches that you could take this product into. So make sure you grab that in the description or comment cheat sheet below and I'll share that with you. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, that tells me you're serious about growing your Etsy shop. So drop a quick "I'm in" the comments so I know who the action takers are, which is typically only a very tiny portion of any audience that watches these types of videos. Up next, I've got a new Christmas trends video you don't want to miss. See you there.